Howdy folks, it's Diecast Buffet here again, and it's time for Race 3 out of 36 in the NASCAR Thunder 2004 Career Mode Let's Play Series. And boy was Rockingham a disaster. Oh my goodness, we finished 42nd, only one spot ahead of a guy. It was the tied Ford of Ricky Craven who blew an engine. Or was it Pontiac? Oh, it was Pontiac, excuse me folks, Pontiac. So they blew an engine, and that's why we got 42nd. As you can see, we do got a gray panel on the car. We need to sign a new sponsor, so let's see. Oh my god. Wow. Yep, and these sponsors are terrible. So here is the three situations we're faced with. We can get a full Western Auto paint scheme, but we have to rank 30th in points. That basically means we have to have a top 30 average finish, which is not going to happen, guys. Top 30 average finish is not going to happen. So we can go here to the standings, and that means we have to be ahead of Robbie Gordon. If we can't even outrun Stanton Barrett at Rockingham, how are we supposed to outrun guys like this? That means we have to finish 30th every week. So in other words, that sponsorship will never, ever be a claim. I mean, right now we could get it, and we would still get the 42nd per race. I don't know, guys. 30th in earnings. Let's go look at that, because this is a sponsor opportunity, because it basically guarantees us a good amount of money as long as we stay within that reach. Let's go to earnings. So right now we're second in earnings. And 30th, let's see, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So basically just be ahead of Robbie Gordon in earnings. That's literally all you got to do. Honestly, I think the earnings might be the better one, because this basically guarantees we'll be able to have that. I don't like the Little Tree sponsor, but it might be the best one, because yes, well, actually, no, it's better, because look at this. We get 42K when we get 43K with this one. That would be a lot better, a much better of a deal right there instead of Western Auto. So we're going to go ahead and sign Little Trees to the car. It looks kind of goofy, I know, guys, but hey, we need the sponsorship money. This basically tells us that it's almost guaranteed that the next 18 races, we're going to get an extra 43K into the bank. So it's actually a pretty good deal there. I definitely think that's good. I like to have a full wrapped car with the same sponsor, but we're an under budget, race team. We have to do what we have to. 5 more races to go before the fab shot's done. Let's go check up and see what's going on in the engine shop and chassis shop and whatnot. So we got 5 races left on chassis number 4 being built. We got 2 races left on the overhaul. Our engine power is decreasing, but we can't do nothing about it. So we got 5 more races with this engine. Jesus Christ, man. These people take so long to build an engine. And we have nothing in here because we practically have to wait till we can get a new thing. Because it'd be foolish for us to pay $100,000 to build a new chassis or a body, and then it'd be obsolete in the next 5 races. It just, by the time we have it built, it would just be obsolete. So it's not worth it. But we're going to just go ahead and head to the racetrack. Oh, man, I'm just... Las Vegas is not a good track for me in the older games, because it's just very flat, and AI are just so good here. But let's go to Nevada. Alright, guys. So we qualified 35th here at Las Vegas. I really do feel like our speed is a lot better than our qualifying. The second lap, we butchered 3 and 4. We got in the wall, and we still came super close to our actual first lap time, meaning that the second lap was much faster than the first one, should we not have hit the wall. It was very close, even with hitting the wall. So I do think we have a little race speed, but judging by last year, probably just going to be, it's just going to be a complete terrible race for us, unfortunately. But we can go out here and try to give it our all and see if we can get a top 30. Let's head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies from Vegas.
NASCAR Winston Cup Racing has hit the jackpot this week. as we come to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for today's UAW-DaimlerChrysler 400. What kind of things should we look for in this one?
The drivers need to get a good feel for this track early on. With all the green flag laps they run here, if you make a mistake early on or miss an adjustment in your first stop, your race will quickly become worse and worse.
Bill Elliott owned and drove for his own race team for 6 years before joining Ray Evernham in 2001.
You know, driving for your own race team is a tough deal. I think Bill was happy to get back to worrying about one thing, being fast out there on the racetrack.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Engines are fired. Once again, Kenny Wallace has been just absolutely perfect in qualifying pretty much. He barely edges out the pole from Kurt Busch. Here we are in Vegas. It's going to be a fun race, hopefully.
Let's see how they'll line up for the start.
I just wish we had more speed, guys. I really do. I'm not confident in our race trim speed, but I do think it's better than qualifying. But
Sharpie Ford.
we'll figure it out. Here we go. Green flag at Vegas.
Number 5 is still there. Good pass.
And there's our handling. It just can't even hold the bottom, so we're just going to wash up into everybody else's car.
Number 41, top 5.
Yeah, I just don't expect us to compete today, but who knows.
Gained another spot.
Our car's getting very close to red line. We need to adjust the tire pressure. Pit stop. I didn't account for the draft when I made this setup. I didn't think about it. Don't want to blow the engine.
You gained another position with that pass.
I just can't hold the bottom. The car just washes up too much for my liking. Oh, little contact up there.
All right, we're 3.5 seconds behind the leader.
Get out of the gas a little bit before we hit the corner because we're going so fast. I don't want to
The
blow the
9
engine.
car is still there.
It's just the car just does not have that speed I'm wanting, man. It's just not enough. I think the only reason we're able to keep up with these guys is the draft. Because it's given us 3 or 4 extra miles per hour. Ooh, almost in contact with Bernie Sadler there.
Got one high.
Oh no. As soon as that happens, man, you get hooked, you're going straight in the wall, and your day's pretty much done. It's so hard to go and land in the corners in these racetracks. We got a new sponsor on board today. It's the Little Trees brand. All they ask for us, too, is not bad either. It's just ranked 30th in earnings. And what's cool about it is, like, over 70% of the field has only, like, 300 or 400K in earnings. We, like, tripled that the first race of the year with getting third in the 500. So, in other words, that guarantees our team about $46,000 every week for probably the next 8 to 9 races, no matter what we do.
Picked off another position.
Which is very, very, very good. So that's something that I am glad that we did lose that the Easy Care sponsorship to get Little Trees, because Little Trees is going to pay us a lot more money over a longevity period of time. Because I remember last year we had some really good sponsorships that were giving us a crap load of money for like qualifying 35th. We lost those, and we really lost our race team funding. So if we didn't do good at Daytona, we'd be in a big bind because we didn't have a whole lot of funding entering 2004. We didn't have that security blanket that I like to have. We got an engine going out down here. Oh boy, we're gonna sail it on in there, and it's Jeff Burton blowing up here in Vegas. That's a big shame for him and the Sitco Ford Taurus. Meanwhile, we're actually gaining some spots, guys. I'm honestly surprised that we're actually keeping up with these guys. Very surprised. Very, very surprised, guys. I did not expect to have race trim speed, but I guess this attributes to the qualifying speed. How I mentioned the second lap we butchered it, yet it was still almost the exact same time. And note to self, do not hit the brakes when entering the corner, because that's what's messing us up. Oh my god, the car just got so tight off that corner, man. Wow. Just extreme tightness off the corner. But we really need to roll the throttle instead of just slamming on the brakes. That's just making us turn right into our opponents. But we qualified 35th. We're up to 20th. I'd say that's a really good game. Pit stops around lap 13, 14. Pit crew's not going to be there. They're not going to be that good. My main goal in 2004 is to get a good sponsorship. That is my goal, is to land a sponsorship that we can grow as. We can grow Buffet Racing Southwood, that we can grow this race team and truly have a stable funding amount that we can actually compete. Kenny Wallace just fell like a brick after getting the pole outside the top 15 in the first 10 laps. Not good for him. Oh no, don't hit the wall. Do not hit the wall. Trying to keep this car in the best condition as possible. We're going to lose time on pit road, I know that. But I definitely think the draft was helping us. Pit stops are starting now, which is just ridiculously early, I think. I think that's way too early. Tire wear is not even that bad, to be honest. Like, be honest with y'all guys, tire wear is not even a problem. Like, we're 11 laps in, and now we have 4 yellow tires. Like, that is not even a problem. Not going to pit yet. The draft is definitely what's helping us. I think that's the biggest factor, is the draft. Plus, we do have a little bit more horsepower than we did last year here at Vegas. So, we do have a little bit more straight line speed. Oh, no, car's going to get super tight. Got to get out of the throttle. It's going to kill our exit. Yeah, just not enough cars on pit road. These guys who just pitted now are either trying some strategy or just stupid.
The 20 car is coming left.
Let Tony go.
No one inside.
Once the bulk of the cars come down pit road, I'll follow in suit behind. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll pit this time. Yeah, we're going to pit this time. Our tires are kind of giving up a little bit. Very low fuel. We're going to have to be extremely aggressive getting on pit roads. I'm going to back up the corner. Kind of arc down. Just slam on the brakes.
Number 32.
Oh, thanks, Benson.
Easy on those tires. Okay, we're clear.
Okay, damage repair, no.
Should be scheduled changes at this stage of the race. The crew's now all up on the wall. They've got the air guns ready. The jackman's ready.
I'm gonna raise the air pressure up so we can lift so much repair damage now.
This one's half over.
It's gonna be a rough pit stop because we're gonna probably lose about 5 to 10 positions. We don't have the best of pit crews because I can't afford to have that type of pit crew that can really nail the pit stops because I just don't have the funding for that. 15.4 pit stop, and it was supposed to be like a 16.8. Okay, I take back what I just said. That was an excellent stop by our pit crew. That was a great pit stop by the pit crew, but we're going to lose a lot of spots nonetheless. That was a great stop by the pit crew. I mean, they're not even the top tier guys, and they just nailed a pretty good pit stop there. I'll take it.
Number 30 is outside.
Now we got fresh tires, and I think we adjusted the air pressure good enough that we don't have to worry about cooking the engine too much.
You're clear.
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we went the wrong way on it. I don't know. What I do know is we got 4 fresh tires, and we're hungry. my main goal is to get at least top 30. That's what I want. We can maintain that top 30 in earnings. That Daytona second place, or third place rather, really helped us there. I mean, that's a great sponsorship to have. 46 extra K every week, just for having the earnings. I mean, that's huge. That is a huge gain to what we had. No question, the draft is definitely the reason why we're able to stay with these guys. And we have terrible drafting, too. We have the absolute worst body you can use in the game. It's a 50-50-50 on all three attributes. Repulsor, Kenny Wallace, he's got a little damage on his car, just like I do. Probably for me, to be honest.
You're clear.
Just keep digging.
All right, now get hungry. We need to eat up this 10-second gap.
I can feel the extra horsepower. I
Just
can
10
feel it.
laps left. Okay, we're clear.
Top 20 would be amazing. Like, I would be honestly, like, amazed if we could have a top 20.
Far outside. Hey, that's worth another spot. Keep digging.
That was too much
The
speed.
10 car is
Kill the
inside.
corner. Hit the wall. Damaged car's gonna be extremely slow now.
You're clear.
Block Kenza. Car shouldn't be that slow. We'll be able to fight back. Car's got some speed. We just gotta don't try anything new right now. Just maintain what's been working all day long. And we'll get a top 5 update on the straightaway back here. Let's see who is Tony Stewart, last year's champion, looking to strike in the 3rd race of the year. Dale Jarrett looking to get his 3rd straight win. He's in 2nd. He's got a hot ride, so
Number
we'll
17
see how that one
is
plays
coming
out.
left.
A lot of time left here at Vegas.
Okay, you've got some driving to do. Leader has
Or the
about 10
engine, I
seconds
have
on
to
it.
lift. I could dive in these corners probably 190 if I didn't have to lift. It's just
Number 17
our gear
is
ratio
going.
settings need to be adjusted a little bit. So we're hitting the corner when we're supposed to lift. We're at 190 and not lifting when we're at 187 because we're already redlining.
Top 20.
I mean, Las Vegas, old Vegas, man. It's so flat here, man. It's so flat. You really have to race it like a almost like Homestead from 2002. And Homestead 2002 is literally New Hampshire on roids. But it's not as flat as New Hampshire or Homestead 2002, but it's like just under that banking limit you need to kind of dive in the corner like you would at a Texas or Atlanta. But it's a wide racetrack. It's not a narrow groove like Charlotte, where if you step out, you're in the wall, and you do have a little bit of a catching area, kind of like Kansas. Very wide racetrack. Meanwhile, I want this top 20. I really do.
Hit your marks, be smooth. Fuel tank ought to be about half empty.
Really do want this top 20. I think a top 20 would be amazing for this race team. Because, like, I truly would be surprised if you could have a top 20. And with us getting another set of equipment coming up, I mean, we're doing this on just bare minimum crap almost. I mean, yeah, we got a 63 engine, but that thing's getting slower every week. Yet we're able to come out here and run top 20 pace. That's solid. I mean, that's just exactly what we need to attract new sponsors. All we need is just a new sponsor to just come in and just really set us up, making us 150K a week for hitting the bonus. You know, some money like that's just going to help us. But our tires are going to start fading, and we're going to start probably losing spots. But it's okay though. As long as we stay ahead of one of these guys, we'll be okay. If we stay ahead of Terry Labonte, that's okay. Matt Kenseth, I think he's about to pass us. Maybe the 10 car too.
We're off the pace. Everything okay? Okay, we're clear.
Our tires are giving up now.
We need to eat up this
Kenseth's been
10-second
all
gap
over us the
with
last few laps. He's definitely a goer. Or not goer, a comer. He's trying to get up there and make some last minute spots. Johnny Benson's heating us up. I'm just surprised how well we've been able to draft today. I mean, our drafting attribute on our chassis, or body rather, is literally 50. Like, I kid you not, it's 50. Like, this is the absolute lowest setting you can have, yet we're able to draft up from 35th to inside the top 20. I mean, I really, really can't believe that. And we have damage. So, I mean, that's crazy. And we're in that flat part of the racetrack where you just cannot get back to the throttle. And Johnny Benson's going to stall out a little bit. We're going to have to back up and try to go underneath him here. Little contact's going to probably emerge. Yep, a little contact. Okay, though. I'll take it.
The 10 car.
So gonna be a little bit of a rival, but hey, we're trying to make something of our little race team. We had an embarrassing finish at Rockingham last week. We need a good finish today. We really do. We need a good finish. So that's why I'm here, trying to get ourselves a top 20. And if we could run like this at Las Vegas, imagine what we could do at Texas, where we had a really good car. I mean, we almost won Darlington. Or not Darlington, but, you know, we had a super good car there at Darlington. Like, I'm talking top 5 car. So if we go there with this type of race speed and go to Darlington on the worst equipment, which we had last year, I mean, we could win Darlington. We go to Darlington twice a year, folks. This is back before they changed it. It's the last lap here. I don't think we're going to be able to catch Craven. Oh, back in the wall again. We're going to stall out. We're just going to have to kick the throttle back and just block. Checkered flag is in the air. I think Tony Stewart's going to bring home this win. Who knows? Our tires are finally fading. Hard in the wall. I'm going to block Benson. I want 19th. And we're going to get it. Awesome job by everyone in this 82 Western Auto. Little trees. Monte Carlo. And Sterling Marlin actually comes in and steals it. What in the world happened to Tony? I guess he gambled.
I guarantee there's at least...
Wow. So we only really have one rival, and that's Benson. No big deal. No big deal. I ain't worried about it. We did make a little bit of money this week. A secondary sponsor. What the heck happened there? I'll have to go back and look at our sponsorship objectives, because we didn't even get the expectation bonus yet. We finished top 20, so I'm not sure what happened there, but it's okay. We did make a little bit of money, though. We made a little bit of money. We got to get a good sponsorship, guys. We got to. So we're gonna look at it. Why does it say secondary? I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys. Anywho, that's going to conclude today's video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, smash that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great one. And Diecast Buffet, signing off.